very end of it, so I just have a couple cards from there. And then the first set I ever mastered, I'm still mastering, is Hidden Fates from Sun and Moon. So I'm going to show you my top 25 cards, and I'm not mastering every set that I have cards for. I genuinely just enjoy pulling cards and getting pretty ones, and I have a binder specifically for pretty cards for sets that I'm not mastering. So let me stop rambling and show you all the cards. In 25th place, I have this shiny Glaceon card from Hidden Fates during the Sun and Moon era. I genuinely love so many shiny Pokemon that sometimes I want to collect a set specifically for the shinies. This set with all the shiny evolutions, I just love them so much. So you're going to see a few actually in the top 25, spoilers. And let's move on to number 24, which is actually a promo card. This one is the Charizard V-Star from the Sword and Shield era, and it's a promo card from the Charizard Ultra Premium collection. This is the only one from that set that made it into the top 25, which I just think this one is so cool, and the more you look at it, the more you see, like, this scared little Diglett down here in the bottom corner. In 23rd place, we have this Gardevoir EX from Scarlet Violet base set, from the Scarlet Violet era, of course. This one I love so much because it has a matching Ralts and Kirlia that kind of like tell a storyline with it, and this one is so beautiful. In 22nd place, we are going back to the Sun and Moon era with this Jessie and James card from Hidden Fates. I don't have very many trainer cards actually in the top 25. This might actually be the only one, but I love this one because of the little Meowth and Wobbuffet in the background, and it's such a good trainer card. It definitely deserves top 25 for sure. In 21st place, I have this Mewtwo from Pokemon Go set that came out in the Sword and Shield era. I actually never collected or opened any Pokemon Go packs. This was given to me by a friend who did collect the Pokemon Go series, and it's one of the coolest cards in the set, in my opinion. So I love this one very much. In 20th place, we are going back to Hidden Fates from Sun and Moon with this shiny Leafeon. I said before, I do love my evolutions, so there is a few of the shinies in the top 25, and this is one of them. And in 19th place, we have another Hidden Fates card, but this one is Shiny Greninja. I think Shiny Greninja is so cool. Some of the shinies are meh, let's be honest, but this one is sick. Now moving away from Hidden Fates for a second, we actually have one of my newer pulls. This one is Cynthia's Garchomp EX Gold card from Destined Rivals in the Scarlet Violet era, one of the more recent sets to release. And my chase card that I am looking for, because I'm not mastering this set, but I so want that Misty's Lapras. It is so gorgeous, and I love Lapras, but this was a really good find. I do also love a good Cynthia and Garchomp combo, although this one's not my favorite. I'll show you my favorite actually in a little bit. In 17th place, we have this Venusaur EX from Scarlet Violet 151. I never collected 151 because it was impossible to find when it came out, and I just recently pulled this when I came across a booster bundle of 151, and I actually pulled the Caterpie as well, but it didn't make the top 25. So I love the first 151 Pokemon so much, and I so would have collected this much. It's in my top 5 Pokemon for sure of all time. Love him, so that is why I have this card, and it is just so stinking cute. And in 15th place, we have this Garchomp V. It is from Astral Radiance during the Sword and Shield era, and I think this Cynthia and Garchomp is so much cooler than the other one that I showed you already. It is just so sick looking. In 14th place, I have this adorable Pikachu with Ash. It is from Cosmic Eclipse during the Sun and Moon era, and it's actually one of my favorite cards that I own. I keep it in like a little display holder all the time just so that I can see it and it's not hidden away in a binder because it's so stinking cute. In 13th place, I have this shiny Gardevoir. It is from Paldean Fates during the Scarlet Violet era, and whilst shiny Gardevoir is so beautiful and this card looks so stunning, my favorite is actually this little surprised whooper in the background. I love it so much. What a cutie patootie. And in 12th place is one of my only XY cards, this Mega Alakazam EX. It is from Fates Collide, and very hard to show you because of how rainbow it is, but I love these older cards, and like the words above them is just such a fun art style. But it is one of my oldest cards that I own that I've pulled, which is very fun. And in 11th place, before we get to the top 10, is this Espeon and Deoxys Tag Team promo card from the Sun and Moon era. I think some of the best promo cards came from Sun and Moon, to be honest. I keep this one on display as well because it is so beautiful, and I'm a huge fan of evolutions, and when you put an evolution with Deoxys, how could you not? Now, before I show you the top 10, I kind of wanted to just throw in some honorable mentions of cards that I really love that did not make it to my top 25 most expensive cards, starting with this Miriam card. I know trainer cards aren't normally worth a lot, but this one is just so beautiful. It is from the Scarlet Violet base set, and I just think she's gorgeous. This whole card, everything about it, I love. I just love. And another 2 cards that did not make the top 25 are 2 Charizard cards. Both of these are the Sword and Shield promos that go with the other one I showed you from the Charizard Ultra Premium collection. And I think especially this one, with them just like laying down and the forest is on fire and there's a Venusaur in the background. Like there's just so much going on. I love this card. And then of course just a Charizard VMAX is just so sick looking. So sick. I also pulled out a couple more Sun and Moon cards. It is the Tag Team Trio Birds, Moltres, Zapdos, and Articuno, and I pulled all of them out. Unfortunately, I do not have the stained glass birds, but I do enjoy the ones I have a lot, and they deserved an honorable mention as well. And another tag team promo card. This one is Solgaleo and Lunala from Sun and Moon Cosmic Eclipse. And while this card might not be for everyone, I think it's really cool, so I thought it deserved a little honorable mention as well. And I'm almost done. We have these 2 cards that I mentioned earlier. They go with the Gardevoir from Scarlet Violet base set. We have the Ralts. That is the start of the story with them moving into the house. Then we have the Curlia, which is them settled in the house and now having a baby. And then the Gardevoir we saw earlier is them all grown up together, and it's very cute and sweet. so this is also one I keep on display, fun fact. And now let's get to the top 10. In 10th place is this beautiful Leafeon V sitting in a pile of leaves, and it is from Sword and Shield's Evolving Skies, which is a set I'm mastering, and unfortunately one of the hardest sets to pull from. I've opened so much Evolving Skies, and the pull rates are atrocious. They don't call it Evolving Skies for no reason, am I right? In 9th place is this puddle of Pikachus. It is from XY's Generations, which is only the second XY card that we've seen this video, and one of my favorites, because it's just a bunch of happy Pikachus. How could you not love it? In 8th place, we are going back to Hidden Fates again from Sun and Moon with a shiny Sylveon. Shiny Sylveon is one of my favorite shiny evolutions. It's actually my second favorite because the color swap just makes it so fun. It just changes from pink to blue. Love it, love it. In 7th place, we have another Paldean Fates card from Scarlet Violet, and it is a Charizard EX, but not just a Charizard, a shiny Charizard. I remember being ecstatic when I pulled this. It is the first Charizard I've ever pulled, because the other ones that I've shown were promo cards, so pulling a Charizard was very, very exciting. In 6th place is this Rayquaza V from Sword and Shield's Evolving Skies. This one is so cool. The angle of the card, the trainer, Rayquaza, everything about this one is a top 10 card of all time. And in 5th place, finally our top 5, we have my favorite shiny evolution from Hidden Fates. We have a shiny Umbreon. Shiny Umbreon. And in 4th place, we have a tag team card. This one is a tag team promo card from the Sun and Moon era, and it is Mewtwo and Mew, and look how silly goofy the Mew looks, and how grumpy Mewtwo looks. Everything about this card is amazing. And also a promo card in the top 5. That's crazy, right? I feel like that's wild. And now for the top 3. In 3rd place, we have this Espeon VMAX from Sword and Shield's Fusion Strike. I never collected Fusion Strike, but because I was trying to master set Evolving Skies, I ended up with a lot of Fusion Strike from it coming in tins with Evolving Skies, and this is by far my best pull from Fusion Strike, and probably honestly my favorite card in Fusion Strike set. And number 2, we have, who could have guessed it, a Rayquaza VMAX from Evolving Skies. This card, I did not know how much it was worth until going to make this video, because it's been sitting in my Evolving Skies binder since I pulled it the year that Evolving Skies came out, and it definitely deserves a top spot because look at the artwork on this card. It is gorgeous, absolutely stunning. So that'll be going safely back in the binder. And now for my number 1 most expensive card. It's actually graded, but even if it wasn't graded, it would still be my most expensive card. And that card is Umbreon VMAX from Sword and Shield Evolving Skies, also known as Moonbreon. This is the number 1 hit of Evolving Skies, and I don't mean to brag, but I actually have pulled 2 of them. And funny story actually, because I bought a bunch of Evolving Skies when it first released, and I pulled 1 of them, and then when they did a reprint, like, I don't know, a year later, I pulled a second one. So getting 2 Moonbreons literally a year apart that have you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this very chatty video. I hope you enjoyed seeing all my different pretty Pokemon cards. I'd be curious to know if you want to leave a comment. I'd be curious to know what sets you're mastering or what your most expensive Pokemon cards are, if you know.